The Mediterranean Sea stretched endlessly beneath a starless sky, its inky waters blending seamlessly with the horizon. The only sound was the gentle hum of engines and the distant rush of waves against steel. In late 2024 or early 2025, the USS Harry S. Truman, a formidable Nimitz-class carrier, cut through the darkness like a silent predator. Its massive silhouette was barely visible, a floating city cloaked in secrecy and anticipation. On its deck, a rare stillness replaced the usual chaos of roaring jets and bustling crew. The air was thick with expectation, as if the ship itself was holding its breath. In these quiet moments, when routine gives way to silence, the unexpected can surface, shadows take on new meaning, and every movement is magnified. Imagine a sailor on night watch, eyes straining in the dim light, scanning the deck, a landscape of familiar jets and equipment, each shape committed to memory. Suddenly, an unfamiliar silhouette appears, something that doesn't quite fit the pattern, a form that seems both foreign and deliberate. Not the blocky FA-18 Super Hornet, but something sleeker, sharper, with lines that hint at advanced design and hidden capabilities. Is it a trick of the light, a fleeting illusion, or something secret? An aircraft hidden in plain sight waiting for its moment to be revealed. The open sea is the perfect cloak for testing new technology, far from prying eyes and satellite surveillance. Here, innovation can unfold in the shadows. An aircraft carrier becomes a mobile laboratory for innovation, where engineers and pilots push the boundaries of what's possible under the cover of darkness. Every bolt tightened, every system checked, is a step toward unveiling the next leap in aviation technology. If a new jet were to debut, the Truman's deck in the Mediterranean would be a daring stage, an arena where history could quietly be made. Whispers would ripple through the crew, hushed questions, curious glances, and rumors spreading like wildfire in the close quarters of the ship. Secrecy is the lifeblood of military innovation. Restricted areas multiply, and security tightens as the stakes rise. Even a fleeting, unconfirmed sighting can ignite speculation, fueling stories that travel far beyond the ship. Was this shadow a glimpse of the future of naval aviation, or just a trick of the night? In the darkness, the line between reality and rumor blurs, leaving only questions in its wake. A U.S. Navy carrier is a floating fortress, home to a powerful air wing. The F/A-18E/F Super Hornet dominates the deck, versatile, rugged, and battle-tested. Alongside it, the EA-18G Growler jams enemy radar, while E-2D Hawkeyes scan the skies. MH-60 helicopters handle everything from sub-hunting to rescue missions. Every pilot and crew member is trained for the high-stakes ballet of carrier operations. Launching and recovering jets on a moving deck is a feat of precision. The Super Hornet's design is unmistakable to those who work with it daily. Any unfamiliar aircraft would stand out immediately. Such a presence could signal a secret test or a classified visitor. The extraordinary sometimes lands right in the middle of the routine, and on a carrier, nothing goes unnoticed for long. The Truman's 2024 to 2025 deployment was anything but routine. Operating in the Middle East and Europe, the carrier led intense combat missions, over 670 strikes against Houthi targets, intercepting drones and missiles. In February 2025, 16 Super Hornets dropped 125,000 pounds of ordnance on ISIS Somalia. But high-tempo operations brought risk. The Truman was targeted by enemy forces, forced into evasive maneuvers. Accidents followed. An FA-18 shot down in a friendly fire incident, others lost overboard, and a landing gear failure. The carrier even collided with a commercial vessel, leading to repairs and a change in command. Such a string of combat, accidents, and leadership changes created an atmosphere of tension and scrutiny. In this environment, unusual events could easily be misinterpreted or conceal something extraordinary. The line between routine mishap and secret activity blurred. Chaos breeds rumors, and the Truman's deployment was nothing short of chaotic. The flight deck was a whirlwind of activity, with jets launching and landing around the clock, and the crew constantly on edge. In such an environment, even the smallest anomaly could spark wild speculation. Multiple aircraft lost, strange accidents. Was it all coincidence, or was something new being tested? Each incident seemed to add fuel to the fire, with whispers spreading through the ranks about experimental technology and secret missions. Secrecy feeds speculation. Only a select few would know the truth if a new jet was involved. Restricted areas became even more tightly controlled, and rumors swirled about what might be hidden behind closed doors. The need for technological edge drives constant innovation, new jets, new drones, new tactics. The Navy is always pushing boundaries, and the possibility of a breakthrough project being tested at sea was tantalizing. A deployed carrier is the ultimate real-world testbed. It's where theory meets practice, and where the unexpected can become reality. Accidents and distractions could provide cover for secret operations. Amid the confusion, it's easy for something unusual to slip by unnoticed, especially when everyone is focused on the next crisis. Amidst the operational frenzy, a classified asset could slip by unnoticed. Nighttime movements, covered equipment, and off-limits areas only deepened the mystery for those not in the know. The combination of high pressure, real incidents, and the Navy's drive for superiority creates fertile ground for whispers. In the ready rooms and mess halls, stories grew with each retelling, blurring the line between fact and fiction. Was a mystery jet really there? Or was it just the imagination of a stressed crew? Sometimes a glimpse of an unfamiliar shape was enough to set off a chain reaction of rumors. In the fog of deployment, the line between fact and rumor is razor thin. The haze of early mornings and late nights made it even harder to separate reality from speculation. Sometimes, the most extraordinary stories begin with a fleeting shadow, a momentary glimpse that leaves the crew wondering what they really saw, and what secrets might be hiding in plain sight. The US military is locked in a race for the next leap in air power. Hypersonic jets, sixth-generation fighters, and advanced drones are all in development, shrouded in secrecy. Stealth remains key. The F-35C is just the beginning. Any new carrier-based jet would push stealth and performance even further. Testing in real-world conditions is essential, and a deployed carrier offers the perfect proving ground. Unmanned systems are rising. Future air wings will blend manned and unmanned platforms. Integrating these into carrier ops is a complex challenge. A mysterious sighting could be an experimental drone or a prototype fighter. Secrecy is paramount. Only a select few would know the full story. The future of air power is forged in the shadows, far from public view. And sometimes, those shadows briefly cross the flight deck. Rumors of secret jets don't exist in isolation. They're fueled by global rivalry. Every whisper about a new aircraft, every grainy photo leaked online, is amplified by the tense competition between the world's leading naval powers. The stakes are higher than ever, and the world is watching closely as the balance of power shifts at sea. China's rapid naval expansion, especially its carrier fleet, has the US on alert. The sheer pace at which China is building and deploying new warships is unprecedented in modern times, and it's forcing the US Navy to rethink its own strategies and capabilities. China's new carriers and stealth fighters like the J-35 are designed to rival American power. These advanced jets are not just symbols. They're tools meant to project influence far beyond China's shores, challenging the US Navy's long-held dominance in key regions. The US must innovate to stay ahead, making secrecy around new aircraft even more critical. Engineers and designers work behind closed doors, racing to develop technologies that can outpace any potential adversary. The element of surprise is now as valuable as firepower. Both nations guard their advancements closely, knowing a surprise can shift the balance. Security is tight, and information is shared only with the most trusted personnel. The fear of espionage and leaks is ever present, as each side tries to keep its edge. Any unusual sighting on a US carrier takes on new meaning in this context. What might once have been dismissed as routine is now scrutinized for clues about the next leap in military technology. The Truman's operations in the Mediterranean send a message of strength and readiness. Every deployment, every exercise, is a signal to allies and adversaries alike that the US remains committed to maintaining its presence and influence. If a next-gen jet was tested there, it would be a subtle but powerful signal to rivals. Such demonstrations are carefully calculated, showing just enough to deter, but never enough to reveal all the secrets. The race for naval air dominance is intensifying, and every shadow on the deck matters. Each new silhouette could represent a leap forward, a new threat, or a new advantage in this ongoing contest. In this high-stakes game, the unknown is a weapon. The future of naval power may hinge not just on what is seen, but on what remains hidden in the darkness. So, what really happened on the Truman's deck? Was the mysterious silhouette a trick of the light, or a glimpse of the future? The deployment's record strikes, accidents, and leadership shakeup created fertile ground for speculation. The Navy's need to outpace rivals like China adds motive for secret tests. Advanced stealth jets and drones are in the works, but details remain hidden. Was it a prototype, a drone, or just a misidentified jet? The truth is locked away. For now, the mystery jet is modern naval lore, a story that blurs the line between fact and legend. Until proof emerges, the answer sails with the Truman, somewhere between the known and the unknown.